Okay, so yesterday I went and picked up a 1986 Sullair 185Q that my son and I are going to restore mostly. We're going to be using it to blast, to abrasive blast, and we're going to be using it for a business. So we're not going to restore it to mint, but we are going to take it apart and repaint it, clean everything up. The engine itself has been restored. You can see it is pretty dilapidated. But other than the outside, most of it is in great working order. The engine has been rebuilt. It starts right up. The air works as it should. Has great pressure. When you start it up and open up the air valve, the engine will speed up like it should. And it has a great amount of airflow. And you have to excuse me. I'm still trying to get used to this camera, and also getting used to trying to post stuff on Facebook for this restoration, partial restoration. She is old. She has been used. Whoops, see there? I'm not used to this camera just quite yet, folks. Bear in mind, I am an amateur. First time making a video for YouTube. The only controls this thing has, if you bear with me for a second, open it up, and that's it. There's no digital readouts at all. It is all pretty much manual. You have an air pressure, I guess, gauge and an hour gauge, and that hour gauge has got 6,972 hours on it. So it has been used a lot. To start it, you will hold this button down, and then this is your starter button, and then you release this. You release this button here whenever she gets going real good. And I heard that it's kind of hard to start in the cold. I did start it, a couple times yesterday when I did get it to the shop. There's the air outlets. You got a crow's foot and just a regular standard one. This thing didn't have any lights. It doesn't have any lights. It's a construction model, so it doesn't have any lights, no license, anything like that. When they would take it from place to place, they would use that eyelet there and load it on a truck with a crane. And they would not, pull it much of anywhere. I'm trying to tighten up everything. Just trying to get used to how this thing works. So you guys are in for a treat, and me and my son trying to figure out how to operate the cameras and everything. Alright, I'm going to set you down right here, and let me go and open it up, and we'll take a look inside to see what we have. You'll have to excuse my fat belly. I've had several operations on my gut, and it is not pretty. Okay, so if we look inside, the engine has been rebuilt, and it's a John Deere, but the guy that rebuilt it, although he did a good job, we just got a kind of a hodgepodge of wires, and everything is connected well. I haven't seen any cut, twist, tape deals, but we are either going to have to get a new wiring harness, or at least get some sort of heat shield tubing or something like that to cover those up where they don't get in a bind anywhere or get burnt in two or anything like that. There's the old radiator. She looks good. The advertisement said new battery. Well, it's a good battery. We'll put it that way. It works. It works well. Here's the other side of it. Of course, she's got a little grease here and there, everywhere, but I am not seeing any new visible leaks in anything. So hopefully, he put, the rebuild. He got new what's the word I'm looking for? Gaskets, and got everything tightened up really well. You can see she's been used. There's rust, but we're going to take care of that. The inside of the doors, some of them need a little welding. It needs all new toolbox type metal latches put on it. The tongue has got I don't know if that came with it like that. It may have, but the stand I'm going to replace with a jack type stand. And that's looks like a new addition. Been welded on there. But anyway, I hope you guys will keep watching and watch us get this baby back in good, decent working order. I am a captain on a riverboat, and my son is an engineer on a riverboat, so the videos you may have a couple of weeks in between videos, but we're going to do the best we can, working away from home like we do. Sometimes it'll be just me, sometimes it'll be just my son, and sometimes it'll be both of us. So please stay tuned and see what we can do with this. Bye for now.